We've taken a pledge to celebrate the moment of rise with India, and ONGC is one of the finest examples which really represents the entire theme of rise with India. ONGC is one of the leading gainers on the index today also, and if I look at the market cap of the company, it's simply gone from strength to strength. So before I bring on board Mr. A.K. Srinivasan, Director Finance at ONGC, we've looked at some special analysis of ONGC's market cap, ONGC's oil production, how ONGC's really has been one important dependable source of oil production in India, and those data points will just come up on the screen. Mr. Srinivasan, good morning, welcome to the show, and thank you for being part of this theme of Rise with India. Without getting into a question which is about today and tomorrow, walk us through ONGC's oil production. In the past, several analysts and shareholders have criticized ONGC for not reporting a big uptick in their production.
Definitely there has been a decline in the past, but we had arrested the declining trends and we are looking growth in the current year. Our production is going to rise over the last year levels, and keeping the trends, by next 3 to 4 years our production is going to definitely ramp up by the levels from existing today of 25.93 what we are looking at in the current year, and it is going to go up to 27, keeping also the declines which are there about 3 to 4% which occur year on year basis. So if you add on those declines, there is a growth which we are looking in the future.
Even in terms of your overall production numbers, sir, it's been very encouraging to see how offshore production as well as onshore production has picked up, and that data is reflecting on the screens in our augmented reality graphics. So the question then is really about how do you see each of your segments volume performance panning out over the course of the next 2 years?
See, there are a lot of projects which are in the pipeline and they are going to get completed, and due to which there is going to be a ramp up on our production, but definitely the ramp up is going to be very significant in gas side. Today the gas production has just picked up from the earlier levels of 23, it goes up to 25 BCM in our current year, and from there we look forward in next 3 to 4 years we would be taking it up to almost 42 BCM by 2021-22, and these are basic major contributors will be big projects of Vasista, which is likely to get completed in the current year, then Daman will complete next year in full scale. Partially it has already started giving us production, and other gas projects like 98 bar 2 which will be really coming up in 2020, and by 19 we will be seeing the gas volumes coming in, and by 2020 we will be seeing the volume of oil coming in from 98 bar 2. So these are all ramp up projects which are likely to be coming in, and we definitely see the growth story coming in the production of oil and gas.
Mr. Srinivasan, morning, and thanks so much for joining in today on the show. Wanted to analyze the impact of the two hurricanes in the US, that's Irma as well as Harvey, and what sort of impact do you think they play on the global oil market? Because there's mighty talk about as to how, because of the refinery shut, because of the hurricane in the US, it's the Singapore GRMs which are likely to draw in the benefit. So how would you suss out the impact on the global oil market, and would ONGC have any impact because of it?
See, definitely there has been a spurt of crude prices in the couple of days back, and this could be definitely the impact of the storms which have hit in the US. But definitely these are not going to be a very long lasting number rise, and we see on the it will definitely taper out, but the crude price should be in around 50-51 what we look at the year end averages. So it is not going to really give a very huge spurt in the rise of crude prices, as this could be a temporary phenomena where could be a rise in the prices today. But on an overall, the crude prices should be hovering around 51, 52 on an annual average basis.
There has also been a lot of news flow lately, Mr. Srinivasan, regarding resumption of activity in capex at KG fields, where you've been getting higher gas prices due to deep fields. Can you share some details about the development plans there and the investment plans there?
No, already ONGC has taken an investment decision of $5 billion, and the process of tenders are just getting completed, and we hope by the early next year we should be in a position to award all our jobs, and the projects are likely to start producing as planned. Initially we had planned that the KG gas should start producing by June 2019, but due to certain slippages we would definitely see the gas production to take off from October 19 and crude oil production to start from 2020. So the projects are in line, investment decisions have been made for the 98/2, and the gas prices which are going to be available to us and deep water, and definitely we are going to get the benefit out of that. And based on this price mechanism, the company has already taken the investment decision and the execution plans are in the way.
How soon you will be able to declare the combined numbers of HPCL and ONGC? Will this happen in this financial year?
The in principle approval of the cabinet has been given, and ONGC also internally has taken an investment of principal approval for acquiring the shares of HPCL has already been taken, and the entire process is going to take 3 to 4 months, and hopefully by March 31st the transaction should get completed of buying of the shares of HPCL to ONGC.
Have to talk about the realizations as well, Mr. Srinivasan. Where do you see them hovering in the next 2 to 3 quarters?
Presently the crude prices in the long term averages, if you put across, it should not be on a full annual basis. I am looking at it should be around $51 what we had in the last year. See, these are certain spikes come in between, it goes up and then again it flattens out. So we can't predict that these are the trends which are likely to be there for a long term basis, but on a full annual basis, if you look at, I should be realizing around 51 or in and around 51, 52 range.
Mr. Srinivasan, the other angle to the oil market fundamentals in India is really about the tax component on petroleum products. Now, we are given to understand that as states have agreed to cap VAT on natural gas at 5%, uniform petroleum tax may not remain a distant dream. Where are you in terms of the development on that matter? Because we believe that the GST Council will also take up the issue soon enough.
Definitely the issues have been flagged and the process is going on, but as of now I will not be able to comment till the final decisions are made, and definitely the sector is trying to get the benefit out of this. As of now, it is still in the process of evaluation. We will not be able to make comments right now on this.
The reason we are asking you questions on oil marketing companies now is because now you are an interested party in HPCL. So my next follow-up question would be, given that government is unlikely to reduce excise duty and crude prices because of seasonal factors have gone higher, do you think the marketing margins which OMCs have enjoyed, they should peak out now? They are unlikely to expand?
So this will be a very difficult question for an E&P player to make a comment on the refineries, but definitely the trends of the price increase happening, then can be a strain, but I will not be able to make a realistic comments on that.
But sir, now you soon own HPCL and you are the majority owner of HPCL, so I can ask you both the questions now, E&P and OMCs both.
No, definitely, but the transaction is yet to take off, and because already MRPL is there with us and it is doing good, and we expect the margins are definitely, as the crude prices move up, then there is going to be a strain on the margins.
Okay, Mr. Srinivasan, leave it at that. Thanks much for joining in today and really talking about what's the next vision for ONGC from here onwards. Pleasure having you on the show today.